Good morning, you guys. So I'm going to show you how to find the estimate of an irrational value using the guess and check method. So I know that the square root of 87 is irrational because no number times itself would give me 87. It's going to be this really, really long decimal that I'm going to approximate would give me this number. The first step is you're going to determine what two perfect squares the square root of 87 would go in between. And since we've memorized our perfect squares, we know that'd be the square root of 81, which is 9, and the square root of 100, which is 10. So when I find this decimal, it's going to be 9 point something, okay? It's always the smaller square root. That's going to be the number that goes out in front of your decimal. So now I need to determine 87. Is that going to be closer to the square root of 81? Is it closer to 81, just looking at it as a number, or 100? Well, 87 is only 6 away from 81, and it's a few more than that to 100. So when I place this on a number line, when I graph it, I would just show that I'm going to graph it closer to 81, since on a number line, sorry, that should be a 7. That's where it would fall. Now, when I'm trying to figure out what this decimal is going to be, since I'm closer to this decimal, my smaller one, right here in the middle, you guys, is 9.5. So on my number line, I'd have 9, 9.1, 9.2, 9.3, 9.5 is going to be in the middle of your two perfect squares. And since 87 is closer to this one, I know that this decimal should be smaller than 0.5 because I'm closest to the smallest one. So now I'm going to guess and check. I'm not going to say it's 9.1 because that's pretty close to 81, and 87 is 6 units away from there. So I'm going to guess 9.2. So how you guess is you're going to actually check it by saying 9.2 times 9.2, and there's no calculator on this unit, so you're actually going to do that by hand. For time's sake, I've already multiplied it out, and I'm going to tell you that when you multiply those two together, you get 84.64. Okay, that's pretty close to 87, but it's not close enough. We want to get as close as we possibly can. So I look at the product. This was my product for multiplying my guess, and I got 84.64. Since that is less than what I'm looking for, 84.64 is less than 87, I'm going to check a number higher than that. I'm going to go up one more tenths place. So I'm going to check 9.3. And let's see if I get close enough to that one. So again, you would do this by hand, and I would say once I multiplied this out, you actually get 86.49. So that is pretty darn close to 87. That's only 0.51 away. You're probably not going to get any closer than that. So looking at my two products, when I multiplied 9.3 by 9.3, when I checked it, this was my closest answer. So my approximation, the square root of 87, is approximately 9.3. Your goal is to get really good at guessing which one it's closer to and not having to check as many times so you don't use all your time multiplying. But if you do, you can always just tell, since this product was smaller, I needed to go one up. I needed to go 1/10 place up, and this was as close as I'm ever going to get, because if you multiply 9.4 times 9.4, I'm sorry, 9.4 times 9.4, you get 88.36, and that's way more than 0.5 away. So 9.3 is still my best answer. All right, that's how you use the guess and check method.